Well, Rob Font, to come in Seattle, take out an undefeated prospect like the way you did tonight, how are you feeling about the performance?
Feel good. I got to go back and watch it. I think he won the first round, and I think I squeaked out the last two. But it was a tough fight, exciting fight. Hopefully we get fight of the night for that. It's going to be hard. This whole card's been crazy, But feel good. I was a little nervous at the end. I'm not sure if I won or not. But I think I did enough. Obviously, I got the W. So undefeated prospects, TCNO, super tough. Kid was, I think, 25 years old. I'm like, it was a tough one, but we got it done.
To be able to come into a fight like this, how much did you lean on your experience? You've been in the UFC for a while now. How much did you lean into that aspect heading into a fight with someone like you mentioned who's so young in his career?
Yeah, that was the only thing I can say I was banking on. I know he's going to be fast, he's going to be tough, he's going to be strong, and I just had to be more experienced and weather the storm and know when to push a little bit more, know when to fight a little bit harder, and I'll eventually get the W.
And it's kind of been a whirlwind of a couple of weeks, I can imagine, obviously going from fighting Dominic Cruz to a little bit of an unknowns. So to come in and be able to get a victory the way that you did, how much sweeter does it make things?
Oh, it was awesome. I went from fighting one of the GOATs to fighting a newcomer. Not even sure if I was fighting. I didn't find out about this fight until last week, Friday. So I wasn't sure if I was fighting. I was just trying to stay positive as possible, but obviously there's some doubt in my mind that if I was even going to fight. Then I get the fight, I look him up, I'm like, this kid's a killer, but fuck it, let's do it,
And you've always been very confident in your jab, and you've always said once you get it going, you can take people out with it. Yeah. So for you, he just kept coming forward in that third round. What's going through your mind?
I'm like, this kid is nonstop, man. I could see it. He was hungry. I think I heard him a couple times. He almost just laughed at me. I was like, all right, we're in it for the night. Stop trying to finish him because he's going to be there for a while. I even think he hurt me in the first round. I think I backed up like, oh shit, all right, let me slow down a little bit. But we got the job done, so I'm happy,
And in your corner, what were they telling you heading into that third and final round?
Push the pace, make the shots a little smaller, and try to look for the finish, but without getting reckless.
And for you, how much of a confidence booster is it to now string along the wins in the way that you do after the last couple fights and how they had gone?
Yeah, man. Fighting in the UFC is so hard. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever done. And to put them back to back is good, but it's just one of those things that be careful what you ask for because I know there's gonna be another monster coming right after this. So it's kind of like, enjoy this, have some fun, go hang out with my daughter, and get right back to the gym.
And another full camp for you in Montreal. What do you think has been the biggest thing or biggest change you've seen in yourself since you made that change?
I would say I want to say my wrestling defense, but it's like, man, I keep getting taken down, but I keep popping up too at the same time. But is that my defense as far as my striking defense, but just kind of putting it all together, putting it all together, trying to listen to Faraz as much as possible. But it's, again, this is the hardest sport. This is the hardest sport in the world, and it only gets harder. So it's like I'm trying to look as good as possible, but it's hard out there, man.
And the UFC is returning to Montreal in a few months, kind of your new stomping grounds in terms of training. Have you thought at all about maybe trying to get on that card?
I thought about it. I wouldn't mind it, but I would love to see my boy Amy get on that card, before I do. But, yeah, man, we'll see. All I know is I want to get back to training, get back to work, but I'm definitely going to take at least 2 weeks off.
A well-deserved rest for you, Rob. Congratulations.